English, you can see here, English and Japanese with these cards. Let the fun begin. Our first cards start from hello. Repeat after me. Hello. Hello. In English, they call it hello, but in Japanese, they call it konnichiwa. Our next card is goodbye. 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 In English, they say goodbye, like goodbye. But in Japanese, they say sayonara. Or like, for example, Japanese sayonara is used in school. When school is over, you say sayonara to your friends or your teachers. Next one is I love you. I love you. In English, they say I love you. I love you. But in Japanese, they say ski. Ski. Next is please. Please. In English, they say please. But in Japanese, they say onegai shimasu. Oh, our next one is something familiar that you've all heard almost every day. It's called good morning. When you say to your father and mother, good morning. In English, they say good morning. But in Japanese, they say ohayo, the word you say first thing in the morning. Next is thank you. This is also a little familiar too. Not only every day, but when someone gives you something and you receive it, you say thank you. In English, they say thank you. But in Japanese, they say arigato. I think this is another familiar word too. Yummy! I always say this when I eat cucumbers because they're so yummy. In English, they say yummy. But in Japanese, they say oishii. This boy's eating curry. It's yummy. Yo-yo. It's a toy. In English, they say yo-yo. But in Japanese, they say yo-yo. Doesn't change that much. Next is a gorilla. In English, they say gorilla. But in Japanese, they say gorilla. Doesn't change anything. Gorilla! Look, this gorilla is eating a banana. Next is something you use when it rains. Do you know? Yes, it's an umbrella. In English, they say umbrella. But in Japanese, they say kasa. These are used in pirate ships mostly. In English, they call it ink. And in Japanese, they call it ink. Well, it doesn't change that much too. My favorite writing thing. In English, they call it train. And in Japanese, they call it densha. Choo-choo. Choo-choo. Car. It's a small green car. In English, they call it car. And in Japanese, they call it kuruma. jump rope. In English, they call it jump rope. But in Japanese, they call it nawatobi. Do you know nijutobi? That's when you use jump rope to do nijutobi. I can do nijutobi. Zebra. It's a stripy white zebra. In English, they call it zebra. And in Japanese, they call it shimauma. This is the name of an animal. Plane. In English, they call it plane. But in Japanese, they call it hikoki. Meow. My favorite fruit, watermelon. In English, they call it watermelon. But in Japanese, they call it suika. Oh, this is another familiar word. After good morning, in the night, you say good night. In English, they call it good night. And in Japanese, they say oyasumi nasai. Good night. Oh, look! This boy is sleeping. Ooh, sour lemon! That's not my favorite. In English, they call it lemon. And in Japanese, they call it lemon. It doesn't change that much. Wait, guys, but do you guys know that lemon is a fruit, not a vegetable? Noodles! In English, they call it noodles. And in Japanese, they call it men. Delicious. Milk. In English, they call it milk. But in Japanese, they call it gyunyu. Milk is a healthy drink. Orange. In English, they call it orange. And in Japanese, they call it mikan. Guys, look, it's an orange. An orange is a color as well, and it's also this fruit's name. So funny. Spaghetti. In English, they call it spaghetti. But in Japanese, they call it spaghetti. Doesn't really change that much. Oh, guys, this is another familiar word too. The days we go to school, we always say, hello. In English, they call it hello. But in Japanese, they call it konnichiwa. And guys, we are back from the start again. So cool. Well, you remember this word, right? Try saying hello to your friends. Hello. Wow, that's good. Well, guys, I'm going to shuffle all of these cards. And you guys are going to answer the cards that I'll show you in 5 seconds, English and Japanese. Well, get ready. Ready? And our first card is going to be ding. What do you call this? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bing! Umbrella. Kasa. Wow, that's a good job. Next one. I'm going to do this. Okay. Do you remember this card? Yeah, the second card that came. What do you call this card? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's called goodbye. Sayonara. Okay, so guys, thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe. Bye! Oh, I forgot. Please share, like, and subscribe. Bye!